I'm very proud to be here. My name is Vogt. I come from Cologne City Library, and I'm proud because it's the very first time that Bangalore Literature Festival hosts public libraries. And I'm invited by Max Müller-Bauer Goethe Institute from here in Bangalore. And they wanted me to talk about what's going on with libraries and books in the digital age. Well, first let me start. It works. I come from Cologne. Who knows Cologne? Who has been to Cologne? Some of you? Oh no. So, sorry, struggling with techniques, but... So that's Cologne Cathedral, maybe most of you know. But some of you, mainly the ladies, they know a product coming from Cologne. Which is it? Yeah, it's Eau de Cologne. And Cologne is on the River Rhine, and there are people who are very outgoing, and Carnival is famous. Our library is a big library system with branches, buses, and we reach out to people. So we have libraries in park, in shopping malls, but also nowadays this means we are reaching out to young members. Most of our visitors are young people, and we are reaching out with all the social networks you can see. I'm sure books will survive in libraries, but in the digital age, loans are declining in libraries, and the way of learning is changing. It's that a lot of people come to us and they want to learn together in groups, and they want to learn different things than they did before. We are looking on trends, what's going on in the digital world, and how can we make accessible things to people. So we look on trend reports. One of the famous trend reports, it's Gartner, and you see the top technology trends for 2017. That's in all the trend reports. It's virtual and augmented reality. It's mobile devices. So how can we make accessible our things on mobile devices? It's e-learning, and it's artificial intelligence. So we want to make these things accessible to people, and so we transformed our role. We are a meeting place where people can meet, they can talk, so we need loud and nice and quiet areas. There's a performance space for artists, a learning space in different ways of learning, because our resource is knowledge, but knowledge in the 22nd century is presented in different ways, and if we want to get the digital gap smaller, we have to offer different ways of learning, and an inspiration space where you learn things you don't expect in a library. Sorry. So there is a change. It's working more with people rather than mostly working with books. And we teach competencies and community engagement. We offer spaces where people can do digital things by themselves. For example, they can digitize their records, their videos, they can make music in the library, and they can become a producer. They can do things by themselves and they can share their knowledge. Our motto is explore, create, and share. So we open a so-called makerspace in the library. It's a space, but it's also an idea to engage people, to let people do their own things. So we had the first 3D printer in the city, and the idea is to show people how these new technologies are working. Then they can attend lessons given by other citizens, by pupils, for example, to adults. And then we have events where they discuss about the ethics of new developments like 3D printing and digital developments. So you all remember the cathedral. Here a small one is printed out, but it can also do practical things like screws. If something is broken on your shower, you go to your public library, you bring the file, or you can learn how to do a file, and then you fix your shower, and wow, here you see it works perfectly with the screw. So we offer different ways of learning. A lot of people are coming and just seeing the printer, for example, and say, wow, I didn't know that a library has such a thing. And for us, it's like a copy machine. We have it for 5 years now, and people know they can come, bring their file, and print it out. And as we are on a festival and talking about events, we developed a lot of new events for a digital age. So we have the maker programs. You can learn all these kind of things in your public library. And you see the junior experts. This means pupils from a nearby school, they work as teachers. You see, the young guy, he's the teacher, and the old guy and the old lady, they are the pupils. So these guys, they know more than younger ones how technology works. And we meet them and ask them, what do you know? What can you offer? And so we have these lessons for free on Friday nights and Saturdays. People can just come to the library. So we as a library, we don't have to do this. We just offer the infrastructure and we connect people. So that's what we are doing, and then we do new things because we have new capacities. Here, for example, you can see the President of the European Parliament making music. Who knows Makey Makey? Well, oh, there's no sound. You can play piano on the banana. And I talked about virtual reality. This means the transforming of learning, and that's what we are interested in. Remember, for example, pilots. They learn how to navigate an airplane by virtual reality. And we are trying out new methods how we can change learning with the virtual reality where kids can interact. You see here they have little cardboards, they're out of paper, and they put in their mobile phone, they add an app. It's called Google Expeditions, and then they can dive and see how it looks around them in the ocean, and we as a teacher, we tell them what's going on. We also show new kinds of books, like books which have hotspots in the book, and you put your mobile device on the book and you can then get an augmented reality. In our library, the literature is important, but most of the books, they are non-fiction, and STEM is a really relevant topic because especially girls, they don't know about STEM. Do everybody know what STEM means? Science, techniques, engineering and mathematics. So we read out of books which have content of new technologies, and we have the so-called library of things where they can borrow out, beside the books, they can borrow out like little robots, planetariums, mini planetariums, and so on. And during the holidays, we are offering programs for kids, hands-on programs, how to code a little robot, and we combine this with books for sure. Do you have in India, do you have the bee Maya book, the children's book about a little bee? So we have this mini robot, and it's for kindergartners. It goes forward, backward, sideward, and you have a carpet with pictures of the story, and they have to retell the story by coding the little bee. Here you can see how they are doing. We also have digital storytelling lessons, so we are reading a story and then we make a video out of it and let kids be creative. So we try to combine new technology with stories and books. But we also get these girls into our library. They are schoolgirls from a nearby school, and they are coding this little robot. This robot can speak, it can move around, it does Tai Chi and so on. So they offer in the library open coding lessons. So as I said before, we offer the space, we offer the opportunities to learn, and we always add books to it. So let me show you. You will see soon. No, it takes too long, so. We offer also space for people who are doing e-learning. It's the so-called learning circles. They do e-learning and they can meet at the library and talk about what they learned in the lessons. And they have moderators, these are volunteers, and they bring these people together. And we also have novels, not only computers and robots. And we have a literature archive, and we offer exhibitions, and we have a Nobel Prize winner in Cologne, and we have his last office in our library. So this is hands-on literature for pupils. We are also offering new programs, reaching out in our city, looking for new communities, and have the program Geeks at Cologne, where we have, for example, Science Slam. This is not the library offering, but we are offering our space. Who knows what a science lab is? No? It takes 10 minutes per person, and one person presents their study topic or the topic of their thesis in a very vibrant way. And you, the audience, you have numbers and you vote how good they are, and at the end of the evening you have a winner. And so you have in a very short time learn to know about very difficult content but presented in a simple way. And so also here it's making, because people from the community, they can present their topics, and you, the audience, you're also active, you can vote and be close with them. He's playing light harp. He's playing harp with light beams. We offer games, and kids, boys, they love gaming, and we try to educate them what's good or bad. And so they have to write a blog about the game of the week, and so they are producing their own blog about the games. And they also share their knowledge with older people. So we are bringing generations together, like you saw before, with junior experts. And you can see here older ladies, they come for bowling to the library because their muscles aren't any strong enough. So they do it with the Wii. But we are a really normal library, starting with children, like the Book for Babies program, or this library card for every school child, where they get a library card when they are registered for school. So we reach every school child in Cologne. Or we have one program, it's called One Book, One City, together with the local paper. And for 1 week, all people in Cologne, they're reading the same books. There are many events on the same book. And this year we started with a children's book as well, not only with an adult book. Well, we want to get their emotions. We want to emotionalize kids to come to the library, because we know when you don't get them until they are 12, they won't become readers, or they won't become regular library visitors. Here, for example, because we didn't have money for as a prize, so we were thinking, what could we offer what doesn't cost anything and they cannot buy? And so we offered a night in the library, which was so successful that we do it regularly now. They came with their sleeping bags, and they could read crime novels or ghost novels, and came with their torches. And well, I didn't sleep very much that night, but it was worth the effort. And we had breakfast together, and they all got a library card and came back. Something very special is our reading dog. This is for shy and autistic children. It's a private dog, and the owner of the dog, she comes with the dog, and the kid can read to the dog, so the dog doesn't criticize. And it's a good feeling, and it's kind of a therapeutic reading tool, and it's so successful that we get a second dog. It's all what I show you, it's all for free, and it's mostly done by Cologne people for Cologne people. We have a reading club. It's, if you know the programs from an airline where you get points, we do the same with reading. They have a reading diary and they can collect points for every book they read. And in the end, they will get a small gift. This looks a little like here. It's a summer reading program. It's similar to the reading club, but it's a summer program, and they also can collect points, which they can use for school in fall. And so we offer the books outside as well, like in the swimming pool. This all is possible because I have a very engaged team, and everybody can do something what's a hobby of the person, and this engages people very much. And we are working with partnerships. As I told you, all the geek programs, all the junior experts, the dogs, and so on, it's all done by volunteers or engaged people. So for all these programs, we didn't get extra money. It was just that we got some sponsoring, some funding, but we didn't use extra money from our budget. And we just tried out things, and we jumped to the next step. And I wanted to show you that the traditional way of reading is still alive and will be alive. And I think if we don't have the kids reading, they cannot use all the new technologies and they cannot go further. So beside all the digital events and things I showed you, reading promotion is one of the core topics of our work. And that's my last slide to make you happy and be in time. We simply try out things, and we are allowed to have a mistake, and it always seems impossible until it's done. So try out things and be courageous, and I thank you for your attention.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Half an hour, Madam took. It is a nice presentation. That today, it is a very great honor and privilege to be a part of Bangalore Literature Festival. I am very thankful to BLF organizers for including public libraries as a part of the Literature Festival. As per my knowledge goes, it is the first time public libraries are included as part of any major literature festivals. This year's BLF scheme Speak Out, Speak Up is very apt of public libraries. Even today, public libraries remain significant as public spaces which facilitate social inclusion, digital inclusion, people's interaction and lifelong learning. India has a great legacy of libraries. Nalanda Library and Takshashila were apt team of our rich library legacy. Library advocacy in India has its origin dates back to the Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad during 19th century. During the course of time, we have failed to keep the pace of growth of public libraries. So the growth of public libraries, vice versa, the population remained uneven in India. The rural public library sector remains an area that is highly underdeveloped. In contrast, certain urban public library systems in cities such as Delhi, Chennai and Bangalore exhibit fairly well developed infrastructures. States in South India generally have higher levels of public library development, particularly the states of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. I have a small PPT on status of public library system. Yes, this is the status of public library system. Myself, Dr. Satish Kumar Hosamani, Director, Department of Public Libraries, Bangalore, Government of Karnataka. So we are having 6,773 public libraries are functioning in the state. One library for 10,000 people. Every corporation ward in Bangalore has at least one library. We are having in Bangalore around 200 libraries. Every city more than 1 lakh people has city center library system. 26 city center libraries are already functioning in the state. Again, they are having 5,766 Gram Panchayat libraries, that is rural libraries, with collection of 5,000 books and qualified staff are functioning. One children community centers with collection of books, toys, computers and attractive furnitures in the every district. 31 children community centers, 127 nomadic people libraries, 100 slum libraries in slum areas, 15 mobile libraries. And also, they are having books in the all languages, public access computers, that is PSC, and also braille books, books for competitive examinations. Thousands of readers of public libraries have cleared competitive examinations. Award eminent librarians every year during Librarians Day and National Library Week celebrations. From 4 training centers in Bangalore, Gulbarga, Dharwad and Mangalore are functioning. And also, the public library budget. Last year, 150 buildings are constructed in rupees Rs 15 crores, including MP and MLA's fund. Karnataka Public Libraries budget from government around 120 crores for the year 2017-18. Library cess is collected every year for local bodies around 80 crores. That is 6% of the property tax. The public library infrastructure is more than 2,000 library buildings are own buildings. And again, public library spends more than rupees 40 per capita each person. This is the highest in the entire country. Again, future of Karnataka Public Libraries. The Department of Public Libraries is working on modernizing IT-enabled village knowledge centers. And now, this year, we have 1,018 rural libraries are being converted as digital knowledge centers that to be in Hyderabad, Karnataka region in 6 districts along with 2,000 e-books. And planning of construction of new buildings for village knowledge centers, working on smart libraries with both traditional and modern approach. Collection will include books, e-books, CDs, DVDs, public access computers and maker spaces. So these are all our heritage buildings. One is from Chikmagalur and one is from Hassan, Tumkur, and remaining are this one Mysore Heritage Library building, and this is a modern library building constructed last year, that is District Central Library, Chikkaballapur. And this one also modern library building, it is in Bangalore City Central Library West Zone. And this is our State Central Library Bangalore, this is inner portion, that is book collection section, and also browsing sections of the different zones, that is this is South Zone. In that 5th block Jayanagar Library, we are having more than 30 computers. And this is the West Zone Browsing Center, and also this is North Zone Library Browsing Center. And this inauguration of District Central Library, Chikkaballapur, by Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka and MP and MLAs are included. And this one also a book exhibition inaugurated by our Honorable Chief Minister. And this is library inauguration by Honorable our Education Minister, Sri Tanvir Shetty in West Zone, Bangalore. And this one, the Best Librarian Award ceremony function in RPC Layout Library, last year we have conducted. And again this one, E-Library, inauguration of E-Library, our Honorable Education Minister in Raichur districts. And especially this one also in City Central Library, Mysore, Koimpu Nagar, Stone Foundation ceremony. So thank you very much.